I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Alright. I'm absolutely pumped up for this. That is actually true. Playing even... The hell, was that necessary? What a fucking A-grade bitch. Bullshit. Aww. Man, girls like that do that shit on purpose, they deserve to be slapped in the face. Like, seriously, that is just fucked up. That pisses me off, man. But that's how life is, though. You're always gonna have some bullies, you know? And when me slapped in the face, preferably slapped by a woman, you know? Damn. They just go in on those poor little... Oh, actually, I don't know if the spider has terrorized the world or not, but damn. I don't know where's the conflict's gonna come from, though, because you see that man arguing with that boy. So I wonder what they're gonna be quarreling over. And going by the opening, it looks like our spider becomes a badass eventually. So wait. I wonder how many more levels she's gonna go up until she can face on those like epic tier creatures, though. Alright, now it's back. Yeah, I always love that cutie little dragon creature. Oh, hello, Ad Talker Reactions Mashup. Hope you're having a great day right now. As for the 3D, I mean, so far I think the 3D is actually pretty nice in some instances. But I can see why it disappoints people, though. At least it's not at the 3D levels of bad of, say, X-Arm. It could be worse. Who knows? Maybe he might have actually been summoned whenever characters try to deny it. Ends up coming back and biting them in the ass, you know? Oh. It's pretty damn badass. I wonder, though, if that brother of his was one of the people that slaughtered multiple spiders. Because it wouldn't surprise me if that ended up being the case. Hey, nothing wrong with having an ambition like that. Well, maybe she was acting like... I wouldn't be so sure about that. I mean, our main girl, she was reincarnated as a spider, and I don't think she doesn't seem like someone that would do bad things. Unless she was a bully or something. I mean, hey, at the very least, even though it's too late for be asking for forgiveness or anything of that nature, at the very least, she's like acknowledging what she did was bad. The only worrying thing is, though, considering that people in this series don't seem to fancy. Well, and the scary part is, considering she's a spider, who knows if she's gonna even be able to straight up strike a casual conversation, because considering the fact that when we saw the start of the series, it just straight up looked like they slaughtered all those spiders not even asking questions. So our poor girl, ugh. Well, this is fucking adorable. She's going, ah. Her voice actress, you can really tell she's hella into it, and I love it. I love it. Yes! He's going up! Oh yeah, spiders do molt and shed their skins. Hey, she got her rod back now. Mm-hmm. I remember reading up about this too on spider books years ago when I was younger. Yeah. Aw, poor girl. But hey, you know what? All she has is just level up again, and then she'll hear all the stats boosting up. Although the scary part is, though, she needed to level up, though, to completely restore herself. What if she goes super high up into a point where I mean, hey, at the very least, she's actually enjoying it. I actually love that optimistic perspective, or at least in comparison to some of the other class members where they look fucking sad being isekai into another world. At least our cute little spider loves it. Oh, I can only hope for her sake that man doesn't. I mean, yeah, spiders have got limitations. Even though they've got maybe some strength against calmer winds, if say they get dirtied up. Ah! Oh, that was painful to look at. Ugh. And I've had those instances before too, where I try to hammer something and hit one of my thumbs. I've been there before. And it's so cute seeing how some of the web is like a headband. Look at adorable. Fancy. Then why'd you make the puzzle for? Okay, the bedroom, that actually is really fitting. Oh, was the television really necessary? No. Pretty dang smart there. The only thing that could potentially fuck it all up is if Mother Nature interferes, though, because let's just say there's like any type of tsunami or characters with like water-based abilities, she's gonna be fucked. Because a lot of spiders get fucked over by that too. Where there's like a constant currents of water. I know this because sometimes to limit spiders in the past, I've flooded the place with water because I don't want to touch them nearby. That'd be the only thing that could really fuck her over. That, or run them as huge amounts of flames too. Oh, well, letting gravity do the work. Ah. Or maybe she's supposed to wait for it to hatch. I just hope whatever the hell that thing is, if it ends up being a creature, it imprints on her. And it helps her out. I mean, nothing wrong with that. At least if she's small, it gives her a mobility advantage. And she can partake in stealth. If she were bigger, it'd probably be a lot harder to hide her out. Or who knows, maybe it'll actually hatch itself. Now look like he's doing it like a freaking yo-yo now. Oh man, that's freaking adorable. But hey, she's gonna keep her sanity somehow intact. Yeah, that's the thing that I was kind of worried about. Either flames or flooding. Or she could try fighting back. I mean, not fighting back, but oh yeah, that's true. She's got an escape route. Something's gonna jinx her, isn't it? And at least that confirms it. I mean, she can't communicate with humans straight up. And another disadvantage she has going against her, the classroom isn't going to be able to recognize her at all. Aww. Oh, okay, we're getting a bit of a pass now. Cool. Aww. Oh shit, are we gonna get her going into like a murderous rampage mode? Hell yes! I just wonder how she thinks of getting that combat experience. Don't tell me she's gonna actually go up against those humans. I would hope that she tries to build herself up by killing some low-level creatures first. Oh, she's learning. Oh. I mean, eventually, though, she starts to bitching the fuck out the smaller creatures. She won't be able to call herself weak anymore. I mean, she's level 7. Last time I checked in JRPGs, for someone to become like higher tier, you need at least to be a level 80 if you want to usually take on the endgame bosses, at least to 80s or the 60s at the very least. But the thing is, though, the more you level up, the harder it is to level up, though, because you need more experience to go into the next level. The issue with that is if she starts going up against opponents that can see her webs like humans, you still gotta find a way of adapting to that. So hey, you know what to start though. Best to deal with enemies in your immediate vicinity, then try to work yourself up. That was fucking quick. Exactly. Fuck on her in cases like that where you need to survive. Oh, sup, extra dick? Holy. All right, let's hope she's got some great cardio. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Best to run herself to death than to be eaten by all those vicious creatures. I mean, that's the bug life, though. Hmm. Yeah. It'd be kind of. She'd be kind of like a steroid version of a tarantula because I believe that's what tarantulas. I don't know. It's been a while since I read about spider bugs, but I know some spiders. Most of them stay near their webs, but some of them do take the assertive approach, going towards the prey. I don't remember if that's a tarantula that does it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my, oh my, oh my. Fuck snakes, who the oh man. It's a shame me you can't just burn that thing with fire though. Oh. She can probably get a few lucky bites, depending on how the snake is trapped. And plus, with her being small, if they match up in this from a speed standpoint, it's going to be a lot harder for her to get hit. Ugh. Did she just lose more than half of her HP in one hit? Damn! Yeah! Make that snake your bitch! Talk about a war of attrition. Let's hope our cutesy little spider wins. Yes! Fuck snakes! Woo! Now, this is what I love to see right here. Damn! Did she just go up like 3 levels? I don't like it. Hmm. I mean, she did take on a creature that was way stronger than herself. Well, yeah. That's how it works in JRPGs, too. Hopefully it's something with, like, magical capabilities. Mm-hmm. Maybe going for the advance... Oh. Maybe going for the advanced class... I mean, that's a good point. But then her race got wrecked, though. At least in the first episode, humans completely wrecked the mama spider. But hey, who knows? Maybe that her mama spider wasn't that strong. Oh, this is my favorite ED of the season. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, this ED is so good. It can even fit as an opening. Dun, 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 dun. I just love the fun party little vibes in the ED. I don't feel sorry for those creatures at all, for the ones that she absolutely wrecks in the ED. They can get wrecked. But anyways, let me get my rating on the episode. It was just as awesome as episode 1. If anything, even more so. Oh, hello, Strike Commando. Bonsai! I gotta say, this episode, it's definitely gonna earn for me a 9.25 out of 10. I think this series is getting even better than it already was, because it's nice seeing our spider finally moving up in the world. I love up in the 80 where she's just stomping on the ground. It's so random. I love it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, gap credits. Okay. I dig it. Oh boy. Where she can become a huge, gigantic ass epic dragon. I mean, she'd be able to fend for herself, though. I mean, she might not have the luxury of being able to stay cutesy. Alright, good, good, good. Huh? The thing is, though, we don't know what caused the conflict. Maybe the dragon... Wait, does it have to do with the dragon? Oh, shit. Or maybe it's the other people in her classroom. Either way, cannot wait to find out. Now, you know something else I loved about this episode, too? I actually love the fact that it relates back into the life of her main protagonist right before she became a spider, too. It was nice to actually hear Faye actually feel some guilt. I'm like, okay, at least this woman actually has a guilty conscience, you know? And on top of that, something else I also really liked about that episode too is we finally have a name to attach towards our cutesy little spider Wakaba, which, alright, that name's pretty darn adorable. Because I was really curious on that, because, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind calling Wakaba cutesy little spider for the whole series, but just something about Wakaba rolls off the tongue a lot more smoother than cutesy little spider. So that's something else I like about this episode, giving us more of Wakaba's circumstances and all that. And another thing I also appreciate about this episode too Just seeing the fact that how she was a loner, seeing how she went through adversity even in her original life when it comes to her family falling apart. That's pretty darn sad. It just makes you feel for her. It makes you want to root for her even more because at the very least, I was at least hoping she would have had some emotional support at least before being isekai, but no, none of that. I'm like, damn. So not only was she was born as like a weak tier creature, she also had to deal with a lot of shit in her original life too. So it makes you really, really feel for her. So I like that. Hell, and it makes the bully a little bit more likable too, because even though what she did with Wakaba was pretty fucked up, I do like the fact that she's at the very least regretful about that, and also at the very least, do like the fact that she isn't liking what the dragons are doing in that world. So hopefully they also set up some nice sequences for Faye because I think she could be a really damn good character if they give her some focus too. So all in all, that's what I'm really liking from this episode from a character standpoint and from a story standpoint. I do like the fact that this series never lets you take a break because right when it gives you some damn hope, that I was like, oh, so Wakaba has an egg. Is she gonna be able to utilize it? And then this is like, oh no, hell no, she's not gonna be able to use that because then you see all these fucking human hunters going after her, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty damn sad. But hey, you know what? I like that. How they're just giving constant amounts of adversity towards Wakaba because if she were to ever persevere through all this, it's gonna feel absolutely badass. And it also brings up a lot of stakes too, just because given the fact that she's constantly being attacked by humans, I'm gonna assume there's a point where Wakaba's gonna have to eliminate some of them, and that's gonna put her in some natural conflict against people in her classroom eventually. That's gonna be my guess. So that's something really cool that the series has going for it. And that's what I did fantastic from a story standpoint, aside from being absolutely hilarious. Especially like when she makes unnecessary things like when she's making the house, felt that was a necessity in the bed. But just making a TV and a faucet, I'm like, fuck. The adorableness is to the max. And that's something that I really loved about it. Just every scene in the series is just so darn lively. And yes, Anime Doji, I'll be reacting to idols. I'll be pretty much reacting to everything. And that's why I just loved everything about the episode. Hell, even the scene where she's taking on the snake, it was just super freaking tense because it had the layer of mystery of is she gonna win? And then just seeing like the bloodiness of the fight, how nothing in this series is ever clean, just makes every scene engaging. Because it feels like every victory is earned, that she isn't handed the keys to every single fight. And I like that. I wish more Isekai had this type of vibe where every fight feels larger than life, where the main character's gonna have to hustle in every single time and utilize her brains. And that's something that really appeals to him, that makes the series really appealing. And that's why I felt this episode was worthy of a 9.25 out of 10, because every scene had a purpose. Every scene was entertaining, and that's really hard to pull off. As for other things I liked, aside from its amazing script, the CG animation, I dig it. I dig it. Because at the very least, they're only limited to faraway shots. Whenever it's a close-up shot, for the most part, it's hand-drawn, and they do hand-drawn most of Wakaba's facial expressions, like when she's celebrating, or when she's startled, or when she's bleeding. At least those are hand-drawn. So that's something I gotta give the series credit for. Although, of course, yes, there are some weaknesses in the CG, like with the CG for the snakes. You can tell while for Wakaba's CG, it looks good for the most part. Some of the CG, like for the snakes or lizards, could be a bit better rendered. But hey, at the very least, it isn't GB levels and better. I don't know what the fuck Crunchyroll was thinking when they were funding that series. I'm like, Crunchyroll. Some of your executives need to be drug tested. Thankfully, though, at least some of your executives decided to fund Sama Spider, so what? So, you got some smart fellows in your studio there. Just, I really question your decision making sometimes, though, because this season you have something beautiful like this, but then you have XR. What the fuck is up with that, Crunchyroll? But anyways, that's a different topic for another day. That would probably be a different video talking about what the fuck is Crunchyroll doing with their money. But overall, though, for the most part, from the visual standpoint, it works for the series. Just a few slight blemishes here and there, but nothing damning. And the voice performances were amazing, especially from Wakaba's actress. She is just absolutely fantastic. And that's why I thought it was worthy of a 9.25 out of 10. And yes, I'm definitely hyped up for Jujutsu Kaisen's new opening ED, and I cannot wait to react to it. But anyways, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Otaka Reactions Mashup, Extra Dick, Strike Commander, and Animated Doji. Thank y'all so much for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank y'all so much for watching my reaction. Hope you have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day. And fuck yeah, I'm going to be reacting to episode 3 of the series. Definitely. It has become my favorite anime of the series by far. And that's saying a lot because I'm pretty much watching everything so far. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Hope you have a great, safe, and fantastic day. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.